The India men's hockey team have managed to make a winning start in the Asian Champions Trophy. And it was truly a remarkable performance if you look at it. Yet again, they controlled the possession. They had more circle penetrations. China, on to their credit, the scoreline will say that India beat China 3-0 thanks to superb goals from Abhishek and from Uttam Singh, who managed to ensure that India were always in the hunt. But China showed intent. China really showed that yes, they could tackle India. They had their chances in the penalty corners, but then they failed to capitalize on it. And that is why the 3-0 scoreline is indicative of the fact that yes, India did dominate possession, they did dominate the attacking prowess, but at the same time, China will only rue their missed chances that has happened to them at this point in time. So, for people who are joining us now, the Asian Champions Trophy first game for India has happened, and it is India who have won 3-0 against China. In the Asian Champions Trophy, if you look at it, India are expected to be one of the favorites to win because they are the defending champions. They did win the last time. There was an extended period of dominance in which they not only won the Asian Champions Trophy, but they also managed to win the Asian Games, the gold medal that ensured them direct qualification to the Paris Olympics at this point. So, in the new era, in the post PR Srijesh era, you have seen the Indian team start off rather well. They defended well. China did not help themselves with some weak penalty corner conversions, especially when you looked at the injunction that was there. Also, when you looked at how they managed to take off from that point in time, it was really China's inexperience that showed at this point in time. So, looking at it, India, Abhishek, yet again, he has been in fantastic form ever since the Olympics. I mean, his goals that he scored, even now, a fantastic backhanded goal that he hit, ensured that India were always dominant. It could very well have been 4-0, but then Jugraj Singh, unfortunately, he managed to miss it. And that is why, yes, there are certain areas with which India will have to work upon it. For example, their defense held up incredibly well. But on the other hand, if you look at it, the same old problem that plagued them over and over again, and that was the penalty corners. They can convert a far more. But remember, the Asian Champions Trophy, when you look at the competition, earlier when you looked at it, the likes of Malaysia, the likes of Japan, they always used to give competition. But now those teams, even South Korea included, they are also in a transition phase at this point. And that is why when you saw both groups, when you saw the Asian presence that was there, it was very negligible in the Olympics at this point. So India have made a winning start in the Asian Champions Trophy, and in the title defense it is really good news for them because they need to ensure that in the new era, yes, Craig Fulton has always ensured that yes, India are in a good position when it comes to the defense factor. Attack also, they showed in the Olympics how they could go about it. So leading up to this, there are 3 4 major events that India will really have to look up to heading into the Olympics of 2028. One is the Asian Champions Trophy. The other is the successive editions of the FIH Pro League. 3 editions of the FIH Pro League where they will really have to ensure they finish in the top. Because if you don't, then you'll face that same crisis of confidence that you faced heading into the Olympics at this point against the major opponents. So, FIH Pro League, the World Cup that is going to be held in the Netherlands and Belgium, and then you're building up to the Olympics at this point. So, under Harmanpreet Singh, you started off well. It has been a good start. India didn't concede a single goal in the first game in the post PR Srijesh era. But apart from that, India's challenge has only just begun. They will be hoping to ensure that they win the Asian Champions Trophy and ensure that, yes, they start the new cycle on the ultimate of highs. So, more hockey action coming up in China in the next 1 week or so. We in Sports Today will be bringing you all the latest updates on the Asian Champions Trophy. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to download the SportsTak mobile app for all the information you need in English and Hindi. Bye bye.